Hello and welcome to episode 15 of the Fairy Elephant Effect. I am your host, Elysabeth Wolter, a clarity and growth coach, EFT tapping specialist, and a guide for those who are ready to return to their truth and live a heart-led life. In today's episode, we're exploring the importance of our emotional body and how true transformation begins from within. Before we dive in, a quick reminder, you're invited to join my free tapping group on Facebook. It's called Turn the Tide with Tapping. Each week we do a live tapping session designed to help you shift energy, release stress and step into your power. I have put Turn the Tide with Tapping link in the bottom of this episode. Now let's talk about what it really means to live from the heart. We did talk a bit about this last week, your head and heart coherence. And so the missing piece with our emotional body, so often we talk about physical health and sometimes we talk about mindset. But what about our emotions? Dr. Joe Dispenza shares we have a physical body and we have a mental body and an emotional body. Many people focus on changing their thoughts and taking action, but they overlook the energetic weight carried in the emotional body. Dr. Joe Dispenza goes as far as to say, people work on their bodies, people work on their mindsets, but if they have not changed their emotional imprint in the world, those things will fall over. You will not be able to sustain them. Our emotions play a much bigger in making us a whole person, making us aligned for a life that we really want to live. This emotional baggage becomes a silent anchor. It's why so many people feel stuck, even when they're doing all the right things. We cannot think our way to healing if we're still carrying old grief, guilt, fear, shame, disappointment, anguish. That's where heart-led work and EFT tapping come in. So one of my core philosophies is our emotions are not our enemies. They are our inner compass. They are the breadcrumbs. Those stories are the breadcrumbs to uncovering and recovering ourselves into a better version. Your emotional body is not something to suppress. It's something to listen to. Every emotion has a message. Every tear a truth. Every trigger an invitation to heal. Now, when we start realizing that our bodies are telling us something and we start listening to them from a place of love, acceptance, of honoring ourselves, not behaving in ways that are just, going to take us further away from being able to resolve those emotions. So here's the powerful part. When we tune into our emotions, when we feel to heal, we create a ripple of transformation across our physical body, our mind, and even our outer world. Our physical body gets better when our emotions are better. It's a fact. If we feel better about ourselves, if we have a better connection to who we are and we are more likable to ourselves, our body will respond by being more likable to us. That's just how it works. So as an EFT tapping specialist, I help people reconnect to their emotional truth and clear the energetic patterns that keep them from repeating cycles. Whether you've experienced deep trauma, ongoing stress, self-doubt, or simply feeling there's more for you out there, my work supports in realigning with your higher self. I've walked this road too. I moved through complex post-traumatic stress disorder, severe anxiety, and years of disconnection from my own heart. I know what it feels like to be overwhelmed, to be functioning but not thriving. You know, when you go from surviving to thriving, it is a big deal. And I know the power of EFT tapping, heart-led guidance, and emotional integration to create a new path forward. So I'm talking about one of my signature programs here. This is a one-to-one program. It's not a one-to-many, which I will talk about at another stage. But if you are ready to really go deep and truly transform your life, I'm encouraging you to join my Release and Realign program. It is an 8-week program, and I want you to be able to get rid of all of that and reorganize it in a way that you are living so powerfully and so in tune with your own heart. It'll break through patterns of self-sabotage. It will clear generational and emotional baggage, rewire limiting beliefs, and you'll finally feel calm, confident, and capable. The investment for this program is $1,111 New Zealand, and yes, payment plans are available. This is deep work. It's personal, intimate, and transformational. You don't have to do it alone. I will champion you until you champion yourself. I will guide you so that you will be able to unpack the things that need to be unpacked, and then put back into your heart the things that are going to make your life glow. So I've had some great testimonials, and some of the people who have done it. There's a really great testimonial on my website from Melissa. Have a read of that. She was just the most incredible client, and she did the work, and in doing the work, her life is just the magic for her now. So I want to go over and talk about Joe Vitale, and I don't know if you know him. He was the guy that was in the movie The Secret. He's an amazing positivity magnet. He helps a lot with marketing. He's written so many books, and he's also an accomplished musician. And another voice in the conversation who reminds us, you are the author of your life. If you don't like how it reads, write a new story. EF tapping is one of the most effective tools I've found to help you write that story, because it can happen much quicker than you expect. You can clear things out, and suddenly you have emotional and mental space to be able to start looking at and making decisions in better ways. So Joe Vitale speaks often about energy alignment, the power of belief systems, and the subconscious programming that drives 90% of behaviour. When we combine these things with heart-led emotional work, the transformation becomes just tremendous. It can be so quick, it can be so profound that you're like, wow, I didn't even know I was capable of that. So if you've been here for a while, I love using the sway as a body-led decision tool. It's simple, profound, and brings us back to the intuitive truth. When paired with your inner compass framework, which you can download from my website, it becomes a powerful daily practice. Stay connected to what matters. Now, the sway was in my last episode, episode 14. If you want to know more about it, go and listen to that. The inner compass framework, which is downloadable, my free resources on my website, www.lizziesinsights.co.nz. It just gives you a framework for some things that you can do. It talks about the 4-step breathing technique, which is always handy. How to live a heart-led life, tools and techniques. Just gives you a couple of things that you can just pause and take a moment to think about your next actions. And if you want that, you can just download that. That is available for you. And it also, just a few things about how to be grateful, a bit more. So, as we close today, I want to leave you with a reminder. I want to thank you for being here. I appreciate everybody that takes the time to listen to my podcast. I want to make a difference in the world, and I want you to be the best version of yourself. So I want to leave you with this reminder: you are not broken, you are not behind, you are not too much or too late. You are simply returning home to your heart, to your truth, to the real you. If this episode spoke to you, I'd love you to connect further. Join the Turn the Tide with Tapping. Check out my Release and Realign program. There's only 2 spaces left for March. Or just reach out to me directly. You might want to just come and do an EFT counselling session, or find out about when my next one-to-many group will be starting. Because you're not alone, and you were never meant to figure this all out on your own. Thank you for listening. You matter, your emotions matter, and your journey matters too. See you next week, and take it easy and be kind to yourself.